Arena boy, believe it!
Look, bitches the rap game, hokage. My bitch is a 10-10, but I call that hoe tsunade. Fuck up out of my face, tell him give me my space. My girl a Beyonce, your bitch be like the right hokage. Fuck going on with these petty ass niggas. Broke ass, can I get a penny ass nigga? Who is you? You a fool, tryna test me ass nigga. Rock Lee with his hands don't.
Yo, what's up, guys? Breaking news, back at it again. What if Naruto was the shinigami? Son of a shinigami, my bad. So what if Naruto is the son of a shinigami, part 3? I really love this series, to be honest. It's probably one of my more favorited series that I'm doing. So yeah, but anyways, without further ado, it is here, my dudes, and yeah. Quick things to recap, just quick recap if you don't remember, because I know it's been like 5 days since I posted, but, so Naruto, you know, he went on a mission, alright, and he had to find this boy from, like, who was, like, the prince of the rice lands and stuff, alright, and, the land of rice. Now, he went out there and stuff, and, he was with, Team Guy, and he was a Jonin, alright, he was promoted to Jonin, and, in the end, they ran into a Cloudnin, and, he was also part god, so he was smacking Naruto around because, well, he had far more experience with his abilities, unlike Naruto. Naruto's had them for, like, 3 months now, so he had far more experience, and that's what won the battle, even though Naruto is from a way more powerful god. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get started into the video, my boys. He feels something inside. Something that it isn't normal. Daybreak. He's in a world where it's all black. The skies are black. He's standing on a dark river. Just water. It's soothing, yet cold. He doesn't know how he feels, to be honest. He feels something shatter inside of him, something that wasn't there quite before, something that truly hit him. It intercedes with his own true self, the one that he was happy to be at first. But he's come to the realization it wasn't enough. Naruto looks into the sky. He thinks to himself, this isn't the true me. I must find myself. I must regain my power. I must truly inherit the abilities of the shinigami. I'm not worth myself at the moment, but soon, the knife that stabs me is sure to be bathed in light. But for now, I'll relive myself over as it keeps on looping. He wakes up. Cold water is running down his body. He's soaked. He's laying at the bottom of a canyon. Cold. It's nighttime at the moment. He feels blood or something coming down from his eyes. Not sure whether it's tears or blood. However, at this point it doesn't matter. Naruto then looks over. He sees his hand, shattered, broken. He then looks at it and tries to focus. His hand, it feels a greater pain, but it begins to mingle itself back together. The bones begin to slowly unshatter. He looks at his legs too, severely broken, but coming back into place. He screams in agony as the pain soothes him. He then begins to slowly get up, his body mingled, his hair soaked. Naruto then looks over. He hears Ninja approaching, Shinobi. He then gets this feeling inside of him, this cold, empty, harnessed rage. This rage that allows him to focus. He looks over and he sees them. They're Cloud Ninja. Probably there to come see if he's actually dead. From what he can tell and interpret, Hidden Leaf Ninja collaborated with the Hidden Cloud. They wanted to kill me off. Naruto is enraged by this. He then looks at them, he flickers up to them and immediately breaks one of the shinobi's necks. They shatter and scream in agony. You hear a wail and then silence of one. Immediately all of them look behind them and see them. Naruto is standing there. He then says, "Who are you, Cloud Ninja? Why are you here?" They immediately say, "You have no business to know that." They grab their kunai and begin to charge him, some throwing kunai and shurikens at him. Naruto simply dodges these, catches a kunai and throws it back. And then he grabs one kunai and flickers to one, stabbing him through the throat. Naruto then kicks his dead corpse to the ground. Naruto then looks at the dead bodies on the ground. He killed the Cloud Ninja easily. He then begins to walk away through the canyon, in the midst of the night, hearing the water splash under his feet. Naruto eventually then comes to a small village. Not a village per se, but a small town. He begins to walk through town. He gets a strange feeling he's being watched. Even though all the lights are off and everyone's practically asleep, besides a few bars. Naruto ignores this and walks into the inn. He rents a room. As he sits there on the bed, he's stitching himself up, closing the wounds. He'll have scars now, but oh well. It doesn't really matter much. Naruto then lays there on the bed. He looks at the ceiling, covered in bandages. He thinks, I'm going to kill them all. I'm going to end them, no matter what. For the next 3 years, Naruto will train, learning every single ability of his shinigami powers. He becomes so fluent in his abilities. He'll be considered next to Shinigami itself, with the limitations of having a physical body, however. But still. Naruto also has the ability now to fly. Due to him inheriting the powers of a god, it's pretty possible for him, so yeah. And his sensory abilities are going to be like off the charts, like better than Senjutsu sensory. So yeah, and he also is going to be pretty broken, and he's going to be able to master his shadow abilities and phantom abilities. So yeah, he's pretty broken. Anyway, Naruto is going to decide to head back to the Leaf. Just as he's walking there, and he's near the gate, he's going to open up his pack. As he looks at it, he sees his old headband, his forehead protector, to show he's a part of the Leaf. What he decides to do is put this on, act like he's been a ninja out on a mission for a long time. Say he was part of Hiruzen's network. Because from what he's heard, Hiruzen died whenever this village hand in the sand sent out the shinobi with the Orochimaru to take out the village. Naruto sighs at this. He wonders if his parents are still alive, however. That's one of his biggest worries. They always were kind to him. But from what he knows, Tsunade was the one who's now one of the legendary Sannin. She is now Hokage. Naruto walks in the village. He takes off his hood. It begins to rain a little bit. The sun's still out, though. He looks up at the sun. The sky is clearing somewhat. He then continues to walk, his feet splashing in the puddles. As the rain begins to drop some more, clouds forming again. It seems to be on and off today. The rain drops, flooding. Memories flow in. He remembers eating ramen. He remembers talking to his friends, Sasuke and them. He remembers Team Kakashi. A tear, neither joy, nor anger, nor sadness, spills down his face. It's the last tear he'll ever shed for this village. As he's walking through the village, he'll then see Sakura. She's talking to Lady Tsunade. He then realizes, still useless as always. She still likes to simp for Sasuke, I guess. He then walks past her. Sakura then glances at Naruto, saying, Who's that boy? What is he? She gets a strange, similar feeling to him. But something's off. She feels like she knows him from somewhere. She then walks over and says, Hey, who are you? Naruto then turns around. The blue in his eyes no longer there, just a pale, cold, baby blue. He says, Simple, my name is Naruto. Sakura freezes, her blood cold. She doesn't really know what's going on. She says, Wait, Naruto? He says, Oh, you remember me? How nice. Naruto then continues walking. She says, Naruto, wait up. Naruto, is that truly you? You're so different. Naruto says, Yes, it truly is me. Now, Tsunade's watching this from, the side, and she's like, she knows that boy? Wait, is he that one Jonin who went missing? Is he the Jonin that died? Now, Naruto, he's then going to say, Goodbye, Sakura. He'll immediately just simply flicker away. Sakura, not believing what she saw, will immediately run after Sasuke. Sasuke, who truly did mourn the death of Naruto. One of the few people he could truly talk to. She then screams, Sasuke! Sasuke-kun! Sasuke! Breathing heavy. Sasuke simply replies, What is it now, Sakura? Sakura says, It's Naruto! Sasuke's eyes go wide. What did you just say about Naruto? Sakura says, It's Naruto. He's back. He's alive. Now, Sasuke's going to say, Where? He immediately chases after Sakura, leading him to where they met. She says, He flickered away from here. I don't know where he is. Sasuke will immediately scan the crowd with his Sharingan. He, however, could not seem to find anything. However, Naruto was simply hidden among the crowd. He changed his appearance. He figured out a way to manifest his chakra around him, to make him look somewhat different. This is an ability that I think Naruto should kind of get, just because, it's kind of broken, that stuff. Anyway, basically, it's not like a normal transformation. He doesn't spend any chakra, he just shapes it, unlike any other transformation jutsus. Plus, you can't see through it with, a Byakugan or something. No, it's not see-through. So yeah, that's another perk of Naruto's chakra. Anyway, Naruto, he's gonna leave the village, and after analyzing the village and what he could tell, the Leaf was not as heavily involved in their betrayal, but still was involved. Now, Naruto, he comes to a decision. He needs people to help him. The Leaf does not have that, however. However, he does believe he can possibly find other rogue ninja to help. Naruto will go on a search. Along with that, too, he'll search through the land of the mountains. Now, as he's traveling, he's going to, feel rain begin. And as it begins to rain, he hears some crying noises. He then begins to follow these noises, and as he comes through the tree line, we'll see a girl sitting there. She'll be leaning up against a tree crying, soaking wet. Now, Naruto, he's gonna walk over and throw his robe on her and say, "Are you okay?" Because he still has some decency left. Now, she's going to say, Who are you?" Naruto will then respond very simply, "I'm Naruto." Now, she's going to say, "Oh, my name is Choco. My name is Choco." Naruto will say, "It's very nice to meet you, Choco. What are you doing all the way out here? We're far from any villages or nearby settlements." She'll then explain, "Well, you see, I ran away. My family wanted me to marry someone, and, they said I have this power that gives me something that's beyond any comprehension. They say our lineage is complicated. I mean, I didn't really understand much of it." Naruto will then get a strange feeling from her. He'll sense something. She's not a normal human. He then begins to realize what's going on. She either has a special Kekigenkai, or she's from a descendant of a god. Perhaps. He says, "So you left your village? Your clan?" She then nods. Naruto says, "Here, come on." She says, You're not taking me back, are you?" Naruto says, "No. I was wondering if you wanted to come with me to the nearest settlement. It's about 20 miles that way. However, I'll be happy to feed you." He gives a subtle yet warm smile. She nods and agrees. By the way, she is about 15. She's about a year younger than Naruto. So yeah. Anyways, as you can tell, she's a bit clueless to what's going on in this world. She's a bit concealed. Like, she's very isolated in her clan. But anyways, yeah. She'll then say, "So what now?" Naruto will say, "How about we go and eat? There's a place about 20 miles from here. I haven't tried it yet. It sounds good." She nods and agrees. Now, as they're sitting down eating, and Choco, she then asks the questions. "So where are you from, Naruto?" Naruto will say, "Oh, I left my village too, you see. And I also have a complicated lineage." She then nods. "I see, so you're a bit of a similar situation as me." Naruto nods. "I guess you could say that, per se. Anyway, let's eat our food." Now, as Choco is eating, she's like, "How can I ever repay you?" Naruto then simply says, "Do you want to travel with me? We both are rogue ninja with a complicated past. Why not travel with me? I'll explain my story." He then begins to tell her how everything went down. She then realizes Naruto, he went through a lot, and she's going to agree to go. Now, Naruto, he counts this as someone who's been added to his team. He then trains her for about a month or so, showing her how to use a katana, and During this month, he tells her his theory on her lineage, the fact she may be related to a god. Now, Naruto, he tests this by trying to unlock her abilities, and what they do find out is she's a very distant relative of a god, so she doesn't have a lot of power, but she does have a very enhanced body, so her movement speed's pretty fast, and she can also use manipulator chakra to bounce off air and stuff like Naruto does, but otherwise, she really truly can't do much. Now, their next goal, Naruto explains plan to gather a team. After this, he travels out through the world, once again, trying to find someone, and he can't seem to find many people, and he decides to put up some posters, asking them if they want to join an elite group of ninja, and they'll hold like a thing. Now, what happens is, they hold this meeting and stuff for like 10 people only showed up and things, but they're all like pretty elite ninja, and none of them really belong to a village. A good bit of them are rogues, and a lot of them are pretty suspicious of this, but they go ahead and go anyways, because, you know, they're somewhat powerful. Now, Naruto, he's immediately going to get down to business and say, I'm going to test you all, and only one of you can join my group. Now, they look at Choco and Naruto, and they're like, so what are you gonna do? Like, y'all are just kids. Like, you're like 17, 16. What are you going to do? Naruto says, trust me, we're far more powerful. Now, in the back of the room listening is, a younger man. His name, it was Moso Kageyama. As he was sitting in the back, he was analyzing Naruto. Unlike everyone else clearly at the meeting, he could tell there was also something strange about Naruto and Choco. Now, as Naruto stayed in the room, he wasn't actually going to hold a test. He just wanted to see who gave him the biggest feeling of power. He then looks at Moso and says, you're joining the team. Everyone else is in shock. Wait, that kid's joining the team? Moso's also somewhat in shock, but isn't too surprised. Now, as Naruto is leaving, he says, come on, Moso, if you do want to come. Now, Moso, he's like, how do you know my name? Naruto says, it's quite simple. I'll explain in a bit. Once I know I can trust you, at least. Moso then goes with Naruto. Now, the thing about Moso is, he's not God. He's not, like, from a god lineage or anything. But he can manipulate chakra into physical matter, similar to a Susanoo, at least, but without the Mangekyo or any of that. Now, this comes in pretty handy for, like, making shields and stuff, as you can imagine, because, you know, like, Susanoo, he can do a Susanoo without Mangekyo. So, he's kind of a big deal. Got there in the shield of the party. Now, for the next 2 months, Moso works with Naruto and stuff, and they come pretty close, and they're, like, best friends now. Now, Naruto, Moso, and Choco. This is Naruto's team. Immediately, they start prepping for a mission. Now, Moso, he's pretty changed up, so is Choco. I'm gonna put a picture of them on the screen here in a second. Now, Choco, she's gonna be looking pretty fire, is Kunoichi. Yeah, you know, she gotta be looking good. So, yeah. Anyway, we also gotta have, Moso up on the screen. You know, he's like the shield of the team and stuff. He's gotta be able to, take the hits. And, basically over the time of his training, he learned to, like, basically make a bootleg Susanoo and crap. So, yeah, and, he can also put it around his body. It's like an armor. but like not like Susanoo size. I mean just like normal armor and stuff. But the resistance of a Susanoo. So yeah. Now Naruto we got some massive Black Reaper vibes coming off of him, but he is nice to Choco and Musa. So yeah. Anyway, they're all like, the squad, and basically they're gonna start doing assassination missions for like different villages and stuff, trying to train their skills and harness them. Now over this time, they're gonna get some attention because they started killing some lords from the Land of Fire, and they're gonna send out a team. Sakura, Sasuke, Rock Lee, Neji. So this is gonna be the team of all teams to go out and hunt down these assassins. So yeah. Now Sasuke, he's gonna be like 16 right now. He didn't leave the village. No, we're gonna keep him at the village and stuff. He will be powerful, but he won't have Mangekyo. I think we'll give him Mangekyo. We'll say he killed off Itachi, found out what happened, but he actually did forget to leave because that's what Itachi wanted. And Sakura, she's still gonna be useless. Neji, he's still gonna be pretty bootleg, and same for Rock Lee. Rock Lee's still gonna be about the same. So yeah, nothing special is out here, but yeah. Now, Naruto, Muso, and Choco got a mission. This mission is not them being hired or anything. No, they're doing this themselves. They're going to the hidden cloud, and they're going to eradicate the village. That's their goal right now. So they're gonna start heading out, and they pack up their stuff, grab their katanas. They're pretty skilled. Now Naruto, he's buffed on a ridiculous level, and you'll see what I mean. Now, Choco, Muso, and Naruto. As they're walking, Naruto asks a question. Do you think they'll send pursuit after us? We have killed a lot of lords from the Land of Fire. Probably have a team on us. Shouldn't be too much, though. It's not like they have too many ninja that can take us out. Now, Muso says, you're from the Land of Fire, right, Naruto? Tell me, is there any major shinobi who could pose a threat? Naruto says, yes, one. Sasuke Uchiha. Otherwise, no. Unless they send out, perhaps, Might Guy, to be specific, or Kakashi, the copy ninja. But our biggest concern should be Uchiha, Sasuke. He's the last one, I believe. He killed his brother. But if he has the Mangekyo, we should definitely be concerned. That eye will definitely be a threat. Muso nods, so is Choco. Now, Choco, she's gonna have pretty fast reflexes. She's gonna like master the body flicker and stuff like that, and Naruto, he's gonna teach her how to make like shadow clones and stuff like that. So yeah. She's gonna be pretty good in battle. Now, Naruto, he's walking, and immediately his sensory picks up something coming. He says, now we were just talking about shinobi. Well, I think we got some on us. I wouldn't be too worried, though. It's only for a ninja. Muso and Choco nod. He says, let's go with strategy 1. Choco disappears. She body flickers and completely hides her chakra signature. Muso also disappears. Now, Naruto, since he's like the face of the group, he's gonna be most identifiable, and Muso and Choco, once the ninja come, if Naruto doesn't wipe them out immediately, they're gonna come in and ambush them. So yeah, that's like strategy 1. Now the first one to get there is Sasuke and Rock Lee. As Sasuke and Rock Lee get there, Naruto begins to turn around. Immediately, Sasuke and Rock Lee freeze. Especially Rock Lee, thinking that Naruto was dead. Naruto turns around and says, "Long time no see, Sasuke. Same to you, Rock Lee. I do believe I have a debt that I owe you, Rock Lee, however. But we'll get to that in a second." Sasuke then says, "Naruto, are you a part of the group? The assassination group, full of assassins, 3 of them. Where are your teammates?" Naruto says, "That should be none of your concern. And please, call my group by their name. My group's name is Kira." Sasuke looks down in regret of knowing what his friend has become. An assassin. Someone who's lost himself. Sasuke looks up and says, "Naruto, please, come back to the village." Rock Lee then says, "We can't bring her back. He's a rogue. He must die." Then Naruto says, "That's what you tried to do to me last time. You tried to kill me with that Misui guy. Failed miserably. You underestimate my power." Naruto then swings his hand to his side. A blade begins to form of a black mist. Naruto says, "You see, I've trained for the past years. I'm far beyond Mitsui now. If you thought he was powerful descendant of gods, boy, are you mistaken." Rock Lee says, "What are you going to do, you demon?" Sasuke is confused by this. He says, "Wait, gods? What do you mean, descendant of gods?" Naruto says, "Oh, you don't know? I'm the son of a shinigami. The reason I was thought to have been killed was Cloud Nin worked with Rock Lee in the Leaf. One of them was a distant descendant of a god. He was not as powerful, but he still, at the time, was able to beat me only through experience. He was actually quite weak compared to me now. Now, this is whenever Moso and Choco show up behind them. Now, Sasuke, he looks to his left. Neji and Sakura now show up. He says, "Looks like you're outnumbered, Naruto. You should give up." He wants to somewhat intimidate Naruto, knowing it won't work. Naruto says, "You realize we've killed armies before. Also, did I mention Moso over there? He can manipulate chakra. I'm sure you've heard of the Mangekyo Sharingan and its Susanoo, God's armor. You see, you can manipulate chakra to make a similar thing to yours. Not quite as big or powerful, but still. He can have its defense." Sasuke is taken aback by this. Neji says, "I won't let you win, Naruto. My fate is to beat you." Naruto then simply looks at him. "Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, all of you. You left me for dead with no care. Didn't even bother to come look for me. You all are disgraces. I'm going to kill you right here, right now." Okay, guys, I think I'm going to end it off here. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And any suggestions for where I should go, be sure to throw those in the comment section. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.